had it about a week and charged it, and hopefully it worked. When you get new equipment, you know how it go. Be some technical difficulties. I might have to redo this video. I don't know. So, shout out to TikTok for me getting this microphone. I didn't get it from the TikTok shop. I found it on Amazon. I be ordering stuff, and then when I order it, I don't even be using it. So TikTok shop come fast. They tell you it'll take like a week, but it does come fast. So I ordered some tea off there to cleanse my kidneys and shit. So yeah, that TikTok shit addictive. But yeah, man, I wanted to speak on this thing with Devin, Haney, and Jermall Charlo. You know, I do think people take shit personal, a little bit too personal. And I think Bill, they in defensive mode, you know. Everybody talking bad about them, trying to make his son into the bad guy. You know, fuck it, I would just wear it. You know, because really the villain, in my opinion, you know, the good guy ain't always the good guy, and the villain ain't always the villain. A lot of times, you know, especially in this boxing stuff, you know, people that are philanthropists has been turned into villains. You know, people who ain't did shit been turned into villains, who've been nice and carry themselves a certain type of way. So, me personally, you know, I'm aware. I remember, come on, why are you going 2 miles an hour? I remember somebody told somebody that they felt I was arrogant. That shit fucked me up. I'm like, damn, I don't even come off as arrogant. You kind of see what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I do, but you know, like I said before, it's all about people's perception. You can't change them. That's why, you know, I tell guys, you know, on the Patreon all the time, don't be a people pleaser. Nobody wins. You know, you go out here and you mix and mingle with people, you know, and especially women and men, other men in my opinion that you hang out with, man, they gonna respect you for the principles that you stand on. You know, you think they cover that power pretty quick. You think being agreeable. That's one thing in the suburbs. They get shit fixed quick. You think being agreeable and being non-controversial, you know, people don't respect that. You know, I'm not arguing politics with nobody at all. But what I will say, some of the things that I believe in, I stand on it, and you ain't gonna change it. I remember I was talking to this chick a while ago, and we was having a conversation. I was like, I hate something. She was like, hate is a really strong word, and woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, shit, that's how I feel. You know? But she respected it, though. She didn't like it, but she respected it. You got to understand, people respect you for taking a stance, and especially if you can expand on that stance, they fuck with it. Now, if you just take a stance and you can't explain why you take a stance, or it's just stupid, then that's a different story. But Jermall Charlo was with Rolly. Rolly was at the press conference for that weak-ass card they got. Made something. They could just kept that. You know, Charlo fighting a cornflake. You know, and I don't know who Caleb Plant fighting. On mamas, I just really don't know. Shout out to my Bay Area niggas. I be saying that. Got that from y'all. Home of a lot of ebonics in the Urban Dictionary, right? So, you know, he basically said that, you know, Rolly will watch Devin right now. That's the move. Rolly was right there. He was telling Rolly, yeah, that's the move. You should go ahead and watch Devin right now. You know, that's the money fight. But Rolly went on TMZ, and Rolly know the truth. You know, it's one way I can feel a certain type of way and say this is an easy lick for, you know, for Rolly if I'm Jermall Charlo. But if the fighter don't feel that way, the fighter knows something that everybody on the outside don't know. He done sparred Devin before, and there's footage of him sparring Devin. He already know I can't box with Devin. With Ryan, he knew, like everybody else knew, Ryan wasn't going to be the same off Osterring. Now you fighting a guy like Devin, you don't have an answer to cut the ring off. Because they don't teach shit no more. And the guys that teach them from that generation, they know nonsense. So they're not going to put up with the bullshit. Rolly know he can't cut that ring off. He know he can't cut the ring off. And the sport is called boxing. I see Danny Garcia tip his hat to Devin. I seen Andre Ward, I did a short tip his hat to Shakur the way he boxing and moving. And from a true boxer standpoint of view, it's always about being smart, getting the bag, and securing the bag. But from a paying fan, even if you ain't paying cash, you paying your attention, like, I'm not about to keep wasting my time on meaningless fights. And I definitely understand people's point of view on that. you know. But at the same time, man, I think that Jermall got an opinion. I don't think his opinion, from how I've seen it, I don't really think Bill should have went in on him like that. Or, drugs and alcohol abuse, and Devin did more to you. Like, that's his opinion of Rolly. He think Rolly will wash him. That's what matters the most. Rolly said he don't want the fight. So Rolly don't believe that. If I wash you, I'm going to get paid a lot of money for turkey out of sheep. And he has his reasons probably for not wanting to work with turkey out of sheep. And let me correct myself. A pre-diem is money that they give you fight week. Sorry, I'm thinking about I forget what they call the expense they give you for training camp expense. It might be something else they call it. But the pre-diem is the money they give you to spend fight week. He said they didn't give him a pre-diem. And a lot of that stuff they recoup. A lot of them fighters got to pay for their own hotel rooms and all that. So they not just saying, you think the promoter's doing something. Like, no. On top of their promotional fee, they recouping that money. I didn't know that till Ishay Smith talked about it on social media. A couple years ago. I didn't get it. I thought you pay a promoter fee, that should come. No, it's a shiesty game. When you get your own hotel room for a fight, your travel, they recoup that money, bro. They recoup that money. I just hate people that get in front of me. Like, come on, what was the point? Exactly. And then this dude in front of me, he want to do a perfect speed where I can't get over. We get over and we going faster in this lane. I don't know why they let women drive. Becky always got a dumb look on their face. But yeah, I just don't think it really should have got that response out of it. I understand they hot strung right now. I get it. I absolutely get it. Come on, man. This plumber truck just in the way, man. Yes, move. Oh, I didn't know white people couldn't drive. I'm like Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt. I'm like, they got some of the greatest drivers in the world. Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, God. Sorry. Oh, God. That's a brother. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a brother. I'm going to go ahead and mark it up as not a brother. Yeah, I don't really think he deserved that backlash from Bill. It's his opinion. He feel like Rolly will wash him. Rolly don't feel that way. If I respond to everybody that had an opinion on me, I don't just feel the need to defend myself. You got it? Only if it started to really tear my reputation down to that, but I defend myself at that point. That's Jermall Charlo opinion. But Rolly don't feel that way. When I'm telling y'all, that's the one thing about it. When you started to come out and defend yourself, people see it as a man being sensitive. They're going to attack you even more. Most men don't even say nothing. I always use that Tyrese shit as an example. When Tyrese was talking about that skank he married her, her mother talked her out of her, told her to leave him. And allegedly she was getting her cheeks slapped on the side anyway by a bum-ass ninja. Right? And Tyrese came out and told his truth. Y'all remember that? And people started laughing at him. You must have did something, you must have cheated, and men and women. And she came out and co-signed what he said. Nobody came back and told Tyrese, oh, we was wrong, or damn, even Jay-Z, ain't nobody really say shit about them felonious shit about they Jay-Z that they pulled. They ain't even on Tony Busby head like that or old girl head like that. So this is to the point where publicly you may not need to defend yourself no more. It may make sense just to be shut the hell up because it don't matter which way. So, but I feel him. I mean, you always want to defend your son, but I wouldn't even be stunning them niggas, man. We getting money. I'm more accomplished than both of them put together. I wouldn't really fade it. Everybody gonna have something good to say, bad to say, regardless. But I think Jermall Charlo was doing you a favor. Telling Rolly, let's get it. Rolly, you should go get that bread. You should go whoop him. That's what he telling him. Rolly, you should go beat, bro. After what you did to Ryan, go beat dog. He doing you a favor, Bill. He hyping Rolly up to go in there and y'all whoop his ass and get another payday. Ryan is done. Finito. Chief keep finito. You know? But that's all I pretty much have to say. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live with our video. Hit the link in